Hey everyone, this is Jaden Rowland here, and today I'm going to discuss with you a very cool phenomenon that occurs within space. This phenomenon is called a protoplanetary disk, or PROPLYDS for short. PROPLYDS are regions of hot dense gas around a newly created star, and that's from physics.org. Let's break the subject down into something more palatable. To begin, what is dense gas? How about a quick science lesson for those who aren't sure? Density is a way to measure the amount of matter that is in an object compared to the object's volume. Therefore, these regions of dense gas are quite literally heavy, compact gas. If you ever had the opportunity of looking up in the night sky at the constellation Orion, you know, the one with the 3 stars in the belt? If your eyes were able to see far and very clearly, you'd be able to see a nebula within the constellation of Orion. This is called the Orion Nebula. Well, it just so happens that these PROPLYDS occur very consistently within the Orion Nebula, which is home to the very famous and photogenic pillars of creation. A nebula is created when a star essentially dies. It is an explosion of pure eye-catching amazement. Everything that made up the star is now spread out in an explosion of elemental hot gas across space, therefore making a nebula a dense area of gas. Where there is dense amounts of gas and dust, there is opportunity for creation to occur, a star forming. Now, how does a star form? The creation of a star is not a calm process. It involves concentrations of very hot, dense gas. No, this is not the dust you find on your grandmother's seemingly ancient bookshelf. This is interstellar dust. Interstellar dust is just space debris floating around in space. As the dense gas and debris begin to compact within a small volume, they begin to form what is called molecular clouds. These molecular clouds are composed of hydrogen molecules, the first element on our periodic table of elements. Molecular clouds could weigh as much as 10,000 times the weight of our very own sun. Now that is very heavy. Stars form when the densest part of the cloud collapses under large amounts of gravity. The molecular cloud produces, and that's from abyss.uoregon.edu. This is where PROPLYDS come into play with this entire process. As newborn stars begin to form from the nebula's mixture in gas and dust, protoplanetary disks, also known as PROPLYDS, form around them. The center of the spinning disk heats up and becomes a new star. How massive will the star be all depends on Jean's mass. A man by the name of Sir James Jean, determined that the collapse under molecular clouds gravity was considered by 2 variables. One, how attractive gravitationally the molecular cloud was to itself, and 2, how much pressure was acting upon this molecular cloud. The denser and cooler the molecular cloud, the less massive it will be, less than or equal to the mass of our sun about. And vice versa, the less dense and hotter the molecular cloud, the more massive it will be, greater than or equal to 8 times the mass of our sun. And that's from gol.umd.edu. And a cool fact about these PROPLYDS is the remnants around the outer areas of the disk attract other bits of dust and clump together, which leads to the belief that PROPLYDS are hypothesized to be adolescent planetary systems in the making. And that's from spacetelescope.org. This means our very own solar system could have indeed formed through this process. Now you have a brief overview of how all those twinkling things in the night sky are born. Go spread the knowledge you have obtained. Thank you for your time and have a fantastic day.